it pains me to say this because I love highlighters. I love highlighters. I want to bathe in highlighters. I want to wear highlighters all the time, every day, no matter what, even if I'm just cleaning the house. Hey there, welcome to my channel. So today I want to be talking about some blushes, bronzers, and highlights that I've been enjoying this year, the year of 2017, and some products that I've not so much enjoyed or just didn't work for me this year. I'm constantly trying new products because I like to. I think it's fun. So when I find something I really like, I can't stop using it. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. So I have a couple of other categories that I may film. It may not be up till after the new year because, you know, holidays. But anyway, let's dive in. Let's start with my favorite blush of the year. It came in this palette last year for Black Friday. I think it was a Black Friday special Lorac put out. And it's this blush right here called Tinge. And I'm wearing it today. It's just a pretty pale, neutrally pink, and it kind of looks like it's going to be way too light on the skin, but it just kind of melts into your skin and adapts and it becomes this color. So it's not like clown bright pink, not bright pink, like white pink. It's just a nice pink. It looks really nice on and I like it. Also, this set came with a little blush brush in rose gold, and that's kind of why I wanted to pick it up in the first place, but I wound up falling hardcore for all these blushes. I love the blush formula. I feel like nobody really talks about Lorac blushes. I don't know why, but they're really good. I actually enjoy all the blushes in here. The highlight is a little too dark for me, but you know, these look bright and scary, especially for my skin tone, but they just sheer out really nice and they add a flush of color. They're just really pretty. I just have really been enjoying this. Now, it wouldn't be a favorites video, obviously, if Tarte blushes weren't included. Tarte has some of the best blush formulas out there. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and this is in Exposed. And it's just a neutral pink, more neutral than pink, so it really looks good on everyone. It kind of looks like it'll be very blah and boring, but it just adds a nice color to the face, and I sometimes use it in place of like a contour or a bronzer on my cheeks. So I'll just kind of like stick it in the back here, and it just adds a nice color, nice, I don't want to say warmth because it's not like a warm color, just a nice to your face. That makes sense. Anyway, Tarte has a great formula for blushes. I have a whole lot of them and they're all really nice. My last favorite blush of this year has been kind of a new discovery for me because I haven't played with this brand much at all, but now that I've discovered this, I want them all. It's the Ciate, what is it? It actually doesn't say on the package the name of it, but I think it's the Glow 2 like Illuminating blush. I'll write it down here somewhere and definitely in the description box. But this is in the shade Summer Love, and not only, I can't get it open. Not only is it the cutest freaking design on here, I don't know if you could tell, probably not because my camera isn't gonna autofocus. But anyway, it's got like these little swirls in it and a bow and stars, and it's just the color mixed with kind of like a highlighting color, and it just looks so pretty, so pretty. I need to swatch this one for you. It is just so pretty. It's like a, this one, did I say? I don't know. It's Summer Love, and it's kind of like an apricot, not apricot. I don't know what apricots are. It's kind of like an apricot. It's like a peachy, pinky, golden color without being too much of one. So it's just a nice mix, and it's just my new favorite. My new favorite. Now I have one not so much favorite of the year, and that is this Pacifica Coconut Blush in the shade, actually it's both shades, Beaming and Tenderheart. And I got this from my Ipsy, which I'm really grateful that they sent me 2 full-size blushes as one product. But it's not so much the colors that I don't like, it's that they're kind of fickle to use. So they go on really light. I don't even know if you could tell. It's very powdery but silky, so it's weird. And like, it almost looks kind of gray. It has like a gray undertone, and I don't know, it's just something about it. Like when you shear it out, it just looks very gray. And then with this one, I feel like for it to show up on me, I kind of need to build it up and build it up and build it up, and then it just looks so powdery on the skin. So for me, I have dry skin, and I don't want to look like I have 5 layers of powder on my face just to get a light neutral blush on. So to me, it wasn't really a favorite. I don't want to say I hate it, because I don't hate it. I just don't reach for it. I don't use it. It's just not beneficial for me and my skin type. Also, it does come out a little gray. I don't know if that's going to be for every skin tone, but for me, it didn't look good. So let's move on to some bronzers and contours. And this year I tried the e.l.f. palette. This is their contour palette. I know they have a bunch of other ones, like an actual bronzing palette and like a face palette that has like blushes and stuff, but this one is their contour palette, and it comes with, this is kind of like a highlighty under eye setting powder, I guess is what they were going for, but I actually used it for like a highlighter on natural days. It gave a nice glow to my cheekbones, like without looking like I put highlighter on, so I was really impressed with that. But anyway, talking about the bronzers and contours. So here is their bronzer. I swatched it on my hand here, and this is the contour right here. And I actually got this because I heard that this color was a dupe for the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, and this was $6, and that is way more. So I got this one instead. And I actually really liked this palette. I was very surprised with all the powders and the formula. For $6, you wouldn't expect something to be so nice. I don't know. I guess I am just shocked. But anyway, I really enjoyed this powder. I made quite a dent in it. I don't know if you could see, but probably close to hitting pan. But you can build it up and shear it out, obviously. I would definitely go in with a light hand first, because it could probably look muddy if you just, you know, go in there full force. So kind of go in with a light hand and then build it up. This bronzer is actually kind of light. It looks light, but it looks nice on the face. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one from e.l.f. Next, I picked this up because it was on sale at Ulta, and I never tried anything from this brand. And unfortunately, they're not being sold at Ulta anymore, and that's why it was on sale. And if I had known, I would have picked up like 5 more of these. And this is the Fiona Stiles Sheer Sculpting Palette, and I got it in light medium, and I really enjoy, this doesn't open anymore. I really enjoy all of these. So this one's kind of light, and if I wanted a light contour, I could use that. If I wanted more of a, you know, not darker contour, but more of a pronounced kind of chiseled look, I would use this one. And this one, I would just go in very lightly in certain areas just to add a little bit more depth. So all 3 of these worked for me, and I really liked it. Like I said, I'm kind of really sad that they don't sell it at Ulta anymore, and I feel bad talking about it, but I'm pretty sure you could still get it somewhere online. I'm sure Fiona Stiles has sellers on their website or through their website, probably. Anyway, I really enjoyed this one. Next, I finally tried the cult classic butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I only just started using this maybe a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, maybe not even a couple months ago. So I really like it. I don't know why I didn't try before. I was probably like, yeah, okay, it's great, but like, it actually looks really nice. It looks really natural. I'm wearing it today, as with obviously a couple of these other products that I mentioned, to show you what it looks like on the skin. But it's just really nice. It adds a nice color, and it's not too dark for me. I have it in the shade bronzer. There's also a light one. The only thing I don't like is this packaging. It is huge. I also have one more contour palette, but I'm not going to talk about that one yet because I'm going to talk about it in an eyeshadow video, so stay tuned for that. Next, I have two fails. I don't want to say fails, but they're fails. I don't like them. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, and I don't understand the point of this. It's a contour stick, but it looks straight up orange. Like, straight up orange. Who wants to contour with orange? I don't know. Otherwise, it would be a great idea. It would be fabulous. It's creamy and it's nice and it blends in really nice, but it looks orange. I don't want orange like contour. That doesn't look natural and I don't like it. So there's that. Next is not so much a complete fail for me. It's the Tarte, the Sculptor stick, and I actually got this in a like try it kit at the beginning of the year, maybe last year. And one side is the contour and another side is a highlight. The highlight's okay, but it's just like, I wouldn't even call it a highlight. It's more of just like a, I don't know what I'd call it. It's not, I don't know, just watch it. It's okay. It just kind of adds a sheen to the skin, but like when you blend it in, it kind of just goes away. So that one wasn't really great for me. The only thing I like about it is I could go straight down like the bridge of my nose, straight on my cheeks, draw it on like a pen, but then it just blends away into nothing. So I don't know, just didn't serve much purpose for me. But the thing about this is it's almost, I don't know if it's like too waxy, but it like builds funny and blends out funny on the skin. So the color's not terrible. It's a little warm for me, but I could deal with it. Actually, it does look kind of orange. So, I mean, it just looks weird. It kind of like, I don't know if you could tell, but it kind of like sinks into pores and then blends out kind of patchy. I don't know, but didn't work for me. Now on to my favorite category of the year, highlighters. I have loved every highlighter I put on my face, I think, this year. Actually, except for one, which I'll get to, but let's start with what I'm wearing today. I don't know if you could tell because, you know, my lighting's kind of weird, but it's the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlight. And I am wearing the shade Aurora. I also have Sin, and that is also beautiful. So beautiful. This one is so nice too. It's a light, pinkish, cool toned highlight that looks natural on your face. It doesn't look like you have a stripe of pink on your face. It kind of blends in. This formula is great. I love it. It does last forever on the face like it claims to. Not really, it claims to last 8 hours, and I'd say it does. But the shade Aura is kind of like the first crazy highlight I fell in love with, so I have to mention this one first. Next, I have a Lorac Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator, and it's not in the gold color, whatever that one is. It is the Peach Glow. I like this one so much better. I think it's Gilded Honey. That's what it is. Gilded Honey. I don't like that one. It's okay. It's just not my favorite. But this one's beautiful. It's so nice. It's this peachy glow. Let me swatch it. It's just so pretty. It looks natural, blends right into your skin, and it just looks gorgeous. Every time I wear it, people are like, oh, your cheeks look nice. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. Not really, I don't say yeah thanks. I'm like, oh, thank you. Anyway, I'm a dork. But this is just so pretty. I love it. I have another Laura Geller highlight, and this is the Baked Highlighter in Golden Rose. It is just like their baked eyeshadow, baked blushes in that kind of formula, and it's just so natural and pretty. I really enjoy this one. It's very light, blends in. It's not like gonna leave a stripe of highlight on your face. It just melts into your skin. I'm actually wearing it under my brow bone today, and I love it. I love it in the inner corners. I love it under the brow bone. I love it everywhere. I just want to put highlighter everywhere. I love highlighter. So this one is a great natural everyday, not in your face, adds a nice luminous glow to your cheeks. I would definitely recommend it. I also have another natural, beautiful highlight, and that's from Tarte. This is their Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Highlighter in Stunner, and it is stunning. It looks so pretty. It's very nice. It's kind of similar to the other ones, just different undertones. Let me swatch those real quick, all next to each other. So this first one is the Tarte Stunner. This is the Laura Geller, what did I say, Golden Rose. And this is the Laura Geller Peach Glow. So they look very similar. They have a very similar formula, even though they're all three different formulas. But on the skin, they blend in really nice. They look really nice. And this is definitely more peachy, obviously, the Peach Glow. This is a little bit more of a, not champagne, but more of a like neutrally highlight, and that was the Golden Rose. And the Stunner one has more of a beigey undertone. I don't know if you could tell. They're all really pretty. They all look really nice on the skin, and they're great for everyday glowy looks without looking like you know, put highlighter on your face. My last favorite highlighter, even though I could probably name 10 more highlighters that I love this year, because as I said, I've really enjoyed highlighters this year. But the next one is the Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and whoop! And you look at these colors and you're like, oh, yeah, I really don't want blue streaks on my face or purpley gray streaks, but they look so nice. I've actually worn these out without looking like a clown. They're just so nice. I don't know what it is about these colors, these formulas. They just look really nice. So this is Spectra. I've used this one so many times. It's unbelievable, and it's purple. It's like purple and pink. I don't know if it's really gonna tell, but it does kind of have like a grayish undertone, but when you blend it out, it just kind of adds this really nice luminous purpley glow. Yes, it's not gonna be like an everyday I'm gonna wear a purple highlighter, but it is actually kind of wearable. You can get away with wearing it. Even this blue one, like, it looks crazy, but you put it on and you blend it out and it's just really nice. I've really enjoyed this. So yes, these are crazy colors and not for every day, but you actually can make it work for every day if you really wanted to. And I have really enjoyed this palette. Now, I never thought I'd say this, but there is a highlighting palette I don't like. And it's also from Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and it is their Sugar Glow Kit. I wanted to like this so bad, but for me, well, first of all, mine came broken, so okay, fine, they're soft powders, so I repressed it. And this shade Gumdrop is actually way too dark for me anyway. It's more of like a blush tone for me, but it's just way too highlighty for me to wear that as a blush. Actually, it's probably more like a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Is that what they're called? Or I don't know, but you know, the really like glowy MAC blushes, it's probably more like that, but I just don't see myself using it as a blush. Next, these two look very different in the pan, but on the face, they look exactly the same. Like, I don't even understand why they're both in here. So Marshmallow looks like it's gonna be like a white gold, and it comes out like a yellow, and in different lights it looks more white based and then more yellow golden based. And then butterscotch literally looks exactly the same on my face. It looks slightly darker and more orange toned in a swatch, but on my face it looks exactly the same. I just don't understand it. And then Starburst is actually the only one I really like, but I don't want to keep it just for that. Like, look at that, that's so pretty. It's a nice light pink. It's just beautiful, but to spend all that money on one highlighter in a palette that you're supposed to use all four just didn't seem worth it to me. So I'm kind of sad about it. So that wraps up my favorite bronzers, blushes, contours, highlighters for the year of 2017. Some really good favorites of mine and some that didn't really work for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorites were for this year. I hope to have a couple more of these favorite videos up. I have some lipstick favorites, and when I say some, I mean a lot. I have a lot of lip product favorites. And then I have some eyeshadows and some fails in that category too. But anyway, let me know what your favorites were. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, please leave it down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. I have way more favorites than not so favorites for this category, but I have nothing else to say about it. So there. So they go on really light, and then you gotta build them. Whoa. Whoa truck, whoa. None of that made sense. None.